Welcome to Keep Up News Channel. Galatasaray 3-2 Tottenham. Victor Osimhen scores twice as sloppy Spurs are beaten in Istanbul thriller, with teenager scoring before being sent off for Ange Postecoglou's side. This chaotic defeat will not stop Tottenham progressing in the Europa League, but there's every chance it will linger. The ringing in the ears of Ange Postecoglou and his players when they wake in London will see to that. Remind them it was not just some sort of fever dream. For the first hour, Spurs were mauled by Galatasaray. Sliced open with astonishing regularity, their goal peppered with 27 efforts by the Turks, who scored 3 before halftime. Victor Osimhen gave a lesson in the art of centre-forward play, and only Fraser Forster's heroics kept humiliation at bay before, having been reduced to 10 men on the hour, they summoned some sort of fight back as Galatasaray ran out of energy and ended up hanging on. The boisterous home crowd, having generated an ear-splitting din for most of the night, ended up whistling for referee Lawrence Visser to bring it to an end. It was breathless, brilliant and bonkers. And Lancashire will certainly not forget his second start for the club. The teenage striker scored his first goal and was sent off for collecting 2 yellow cards in 7 second-half minutes. Galatasaray set off at 100 miles per hour and scored early. A spectacular goal it was, too, scored by Yunus Akgün, who spent last season on loan at Leicester in the Championship. Gabriel Sara angled a free kick into Spurs' penalty box, and it was headed out towards Akgün, who adjusted his feet quickly as it bounced his way and smashed it back, beyond the dive of Fraser Forster. The volume went up and off the scale, which must have been something of an experience for this Spurs team, depleted and featuring 3 teenagers, including 19-year-old centre-forward Lancashire, who was making only his second start. Lancashire turned his back on Akgün's opener, although any criticism washed away when he equalised from close range after Brennan Johnson nursed a pass from Archie Gray square across goal. It was a simple enough finish, but a special moment for a young striker who started in Arsenal's academy and crossed North London via Sheffield United. Most of Tottenham's problems, however, were at the back, where Pedro Porro was the only one of the first-choice defensive unit to start, with central defenders Christian Romero and Mickey van de Ven out injured and Destiny Udigi and Guglielmo Vicario starting on the bench. They looked fragile in the face of Galatasaray's potent spearhead, easily unzipped and frequently caught in possession by the energy and intensity of the Turkish champions, roared on by a febrile home crowd. Radu Dragusin was culpable more often than most and missed a chance to halt the move leading to Galatasaray's second, which was clinically converted by Osimhen, stabbed low past Forster with his toe end having eased clear of Ben Davies into space. His second was another exquisite piece of finishing. This time a volley guided just inside a post while leaping to reach a teasing cross clipped in from the right by Dries Mertens. He was electric, with pace and movement to create space, and lethal in front of goal. During this purple patch at the end of the first half, Osimhen also had a goal ruled out for offside and was twice denied by fine saves from Forster. Galatasaray led 3-1 at the interval and went off to a standing ovation, but they might easily have had 5 or 6. Spurs hardly made it out of their own half. Postecoglou sent on Dejan Kulusevski and Rodrigo Bentancur to replace wingers Johnson and Heung-min Son, with James Maddison pushed out to the left wing as the Spurs boss searched for control, but there was no respite. Forster fumbled a cross early in the second half and another Akgün volley deflected wide. Osimhen headed a good chance wide and was then frustrated again by the Tottenham keeper, who blocked another with his feet. Then, on the hour, Lancashire was sent off for a second yellow card and somehow Spurs pulled one back, substitute Solanke getting ahead of his marker to turn a low Pedro Porro cross over the line with a neat flicked finished behind his standing leg. Mauro Icardi had a goal ruled out offside, but Postecoglou threw on more senior players and his 10 men finished the game on top. Source: dailymail.co.uk. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.